I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on to the next section of the practice exam paper at the back of the Grade 5 Discovering Music Theory workbook. We're moving on to page 91, which will cover the topic of intervals. And again, I always recommend that you perhaps write out, I'll just lean and get it, the circle of fifths. If you can do it from memory, that's great. If not, keep practicing until you can do so. You can refer to the PDF on my website as well. But it's so helpful to have all your key signatures to hand, and it's also helpful to just have a quick sketch. It doesn't have to be a work of art of a piano keyboard. This is quite a tricky topic, but with practice it does become easy. And if you want to just access the extra video that I've provided to give some extra revision on this, perhaps you might want to just press pause and just watch the video on intervals. And then after you've done a little bit of revision, perhaps then you'll feel brave enough to just have a go on your own, and then we can check through these together. It's much better to test yourself and make some mistakes now. Best to make your mistakes now than in the exam, as it were. So learn from your mistakes. You'll learn much more thoroughly that way. So I'm hoping you've had a go. And so let's look now. So we have to name each of these intervals. And so the first job, the easy job, is just to get the number. However, I say the easy job it is, so long as you remember to give the low note, you count that as one. So that's the first degree, second, third, and so on. The only way you'll go wrong is if you forget to count that as one and start counting upwards straight away, then you'll be one out. And remember, we always count the lowest note of the tonic, regardless of what's going on in any key signature. We just apply the key signature to any notes to affect them, but we always take the lowest note as our tonic. So here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a ninth or a compound second. So we've got perhaps a couple of options here. However, don't get sidetracked by multiple choice answers. Just find the answer for yourself first before you even look at this, and then you can just tick the correct one once you know what's going on. So we have here an E flat to a C, D, E, F, and an E flat to an F is a full tone, and so that's a major second, and so it has to be this compound major second because it's not minor, it's major. So what have we got going on here? So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's an octave plus 1, 2, 3, fourth. So it's either it's either an 11th or a fourth, and they are perfect because 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's an 11th. So we know it's going to be an 11th, which is a perfect interval just as a fourth. Now then here we have an F sharp to a B. Oh, no, I'm thinking ahead here. So F sharp to B. Now, just thinking about this, F to B flat, we know, because F major is perhaps an easier key to think about. From F to B flat, we know that's a perfect fourth. And so if we just parallel move that, it's the same principle. F sharp to B is also a perfect fourth. It's just easier to think from F to B flat. But F sharp to B is also a perfect fourth, or a compound perfect fourth, or a perfect 11th. Oh, Got a bit carried away with the pencil there. That was emphatic. And then here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. The 7th. Now this looks like it's going to be a major 7th, C to B. However, it's B flat. And so we've made the major interval from C to B smaller by taking it down a semitone. And so that makes it a minor 7th. So that's that section completed. Let's now continue. Same principle here. We just got to choose which is the correct sort of interval. We're not worrying about the numbers now, but we do need to consider the distance between the notes, the interval, before we can decide whether it's perfect, major or so on. So we know that fourths, fifths and octaves must be perfect for starting. However, here we've got from a B to a C, 1, 2. It's a second of some sort. Now B to C sharp would be major. There's our full step, our full tone. And the fact that it's a C, it's sort of implying a natural. There's no sharp, and so we've made the major interval smaller, and minor means smaller, and so it's a minor second. Now here we have a 1, 2, 3 of some sort, and we have a G to a B, however it's a G sharp. Now let's just look at that. G to B, G major would go to a major third to B, and so the fact that the lower note has been raised to a G sharp, it's just easier to start from G because G is an easier key. And then the lower note has been raised, which has made the interval smaller. So we've gone from major to minor. Or we could think G sharp minor is there's a third there. G sharp, A sharp, B natural. So you could think of it that way as well. It's a minor interval. And then here, let's think what we've got here. We've got an E to a G flat. So the fact that there's an octave plus doesn't matter. We're just choosing which one of these. Now, E to G is a third of sorts. Now, E to G sharp would be major. E major has G sharps. E to G natural would therefore be minor. And then we've gone smaller again to G flat. It's a diminished interval. So we've just got to keep stepping down the semitones to get to where we need to be. And now it's our turn to write some intervals. So we've got to write a compound perfect fifth. So let's get the compound fifth going first of all. So we've gone from C to C, and then C, D, E, F, G. That's our fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now C to G would be perfect, and so let's move up an octave. C to G would be perfect, and so C flat to G flat. We need a G flat to keep this interval perfect. Now we need a seventh of some sort. We'll worry about the augmented afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's our seventh. Now this note here is a G, F, E, D, C. And then here is a B. Now C to B natural is major, but we need it to be augmented. We need to make it greater, so we're going to have to sharpen the B to make it augmented. So we need that to be a B sharp. Now we need a 13th first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have, so this note here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is an A, an octave low. So we have an A, however it's an A flat. And then we have an F. Now A flat to F, thinking about your key signature, A flat major has B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, A flats to F would be major, And so in order to make it minor, which is smaller, we've got to bring it down a semitone, and so we'd have to call it F flat, wouldn't we, in order for it to be. Noticing actually it doesn't tell us whether to write them as melodic or harmonic intervals, so long as it's there, so I guess we could step it out or we could write it above, doesn't really matter. Now here we need a third of some sort, 1, 2, 3. And here we have a B flat and a B flat to D. If you're thinking about your major scale, there's your, and if you think about the arpeggio, you play B flat to D, 1, 3, 5, B flat, D, F. D is the major third, and so that's already sorted. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.